Very good morning, students. Welcome back to Botany classes. So yesterday we have discussed about the semi-technical description of typical flower, wherein we studied about the various, you can say, the vegetative characters, the floral characters. Along with that, we also studied about the symbols that are uh, used to represent a particular family. Well, as I have said, like while writing a description or while giving an account on particular plant, we need to consider the vegetative characters, the floral characters, as well as floral diagram, as well as floral formula are very important. Now, what are the diagnostic features? Diagnostic features simply means like if you take the characters, the characters should be specific and they should represent that particular family which you are studying. They are unique to those families. Like if I ask you to identify an unknown plant, you will tell me such a diagnostic features that they will be particular or restricted to those plants. So that is meant by the diagnostic feature. Now in diagnostic features, I state vegetative characters is important. Vegetative characters include root, stem, leaves, and floral characters include the four whorls, that is calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, fruit, seed, right? These are the diagnostic features. Apart from that, I say to include the floral diagram and floral formula. So all this, and lastly but not least, the most important economic importance of that particular family should be mentioned. So we will take an example to make you perfect. We will, as per the NCERT, two families. There are three families actually. One has been taken apart because of the revised syllabus. So we are going to consider the Solanaceae and Lilyaceae. Okay. Solanaceae. As you all know, Solanaceae is the most, you can say, we use it routinely in our food as well as medicine. Most of the plants that we use in our day-to-day life, uh, we almost depend on this particular plant family. It is famously known as the potato family. The potato family, they say, potato family. It represents the potato family. Okay, and it is the largest family. Remember, it is the largest family. Largest family. It is the largest family. The first important thing we need to consider is the habitat. Now, what is the habitat? Yesterday, I have explained you that the characters we are going to write them are. The first one is habitat. Habitat where it is found. Generally, this Solanaceae, it is distributed. It is distributed in tropics, subtropics, and in temperate region. And temperate. Now, tropics, you know where the your sun will come on overhead and the temperature will be high. Subtropics like South India, where you'll see tropics is South India and North India is like subtropics. And temperature is much colder region where the annual mean temperature will not go beyond 10 degrees Celsius. The countries such as America, Canada, all those countries, they are temperate countries. Tropics and subtropics, the best example is our Asian countries like India, You will find both the tropics as well as subtropic climates. Tropics, as I said, South India. Subtropic, the North India. Okay, so it is distributed in tropics, subtropics, and temperate regions. In temperate regions. Now, the next thing, habit. Now, what is habit? As I said, a plant may be herb, even you will find shrubs, but rarely woody. Rarely woody. The Solanaceae family, the members of the Solanaceae family, most of them are herbs, shrubs, and you will not see, or even if you see, there are very few woody plants. Okay. Next, vegetative characters. Vegetative characters. So what are the vegetative characters? Yesterday I have said the first one is root. What kind of root you will find in the members of Solanaceae family? Generally, you will find the tap root system. Tap roots. You will find tap roots. Remember that. Next, what kind of, the next important thing, stem. So what kind of stem you will observe in the members of the Solanaceae? Well, generally, you will find the stem is herbaceous. Herbaceous, rarely woody. Rarely woody. Herbaceous, rarely woody. It will be aerial, erect, cylindrical, even branched. Okay, rarely woody, aerial, erect, cylindrical, branched, and solid or hollow stem. Hollow. As well, you may find the hairy stem. Even you may find the glabrous. The glabrous. Glabrous is smooth. Glabrous is smooth. Okay. And you may see underground stem. Underground stem, such as in potato. In potato, that is Solanum tuberosum. Solanum tuberosum. Okay, I'll explain it. Stem, which are seen with respect to the Solanaceae family, they often show herbs, meaning they are herbaceous. You know, herbaceous. You have what kind of stem? The stem will be tender. It will be aerial, means it is above the ground. It will be erect, cylindrical. The shape of the stem will be cylindrical, and it is often branched. You know, branching will be seen. And solid. Solid means the entire stem may be solid, filled with all the metabolites. Otherwise, you will see hollow stem also. And hairy. The stem may have hair on the outer cover. Otherwise, glabrous means no hairs, plain, smooth, you can say. Underground stem. Now, as I said, aerial also you may find, and you may find some of the members may show the underground stem also. No, underground stem, as you see with respect to potato. Potato is what? It is a stem. It is an underground stem. The stem has modified it for the storage of food. Then we call it as the potato. You know, potato what we eat, the rich in starch. The scientific name of potato is Solanum tuberosum. Okay. Next, what is the vegetative character after stem? Stem we have leaves. We have leaves. So what kind of leaves generally observed in the members of Solanaceae? Solanaceae, you will see the simple leaf. The simple leaf. What is simple leaf? If you see, if this is a plant and you have a node, on the node if you see the leaf it is full with no incisions. With no incisions, such leaf we call it as simple leaf. This is a simple leaf. What is the compound leaf? Compound leaf will have branches like this, branches, and you will see that a small leaves like this. This is compound leaf. This is a compound leaf. Okay. This is a compound leaf. So members of Solanaceae will show the simple leaf. Okay. The leaves are simple, alternate. What is the alternate? One leaf is there. Now the second leaf is here. The third leaf will be here. Okay, like this. This is alternate pattern. Okay, they are alternate. This is alternate. And generally the venation. The venation means in a leaf. If this is a leaf, in leaf you have vein. This is the midrib. The vein. The arrangement of the vein we call it as venation. The arrangement of the vein we call it as venation. And in a leaf, the venation may be parallel as well as the reticulate. Reticulate means they are widely distributed like this. You will see that the veins will give rise to veinlets and veinlets. They cover the entire leaf surface. That is what we call it as lamina. Okay, remember, like this. This is reticulate venation. Parallel venation, you will have along this leaf, and you will see the parallel like this. This is parallel. The veins are like parallel. Okay, such we call it as parallel venation. If the veins give rise to veinlets and they are occupied throughout the blade, leaf blade, we call it as reticulate venation. This is reticulate venation. This is parallel venation. This is restricted to monocotyledonous plants. This is found in the dipot plants. Remember this. So the leaves seen with respect to the members of the Solanaceae family, they are simple, alternate, and the venation you see is the reticulate venation. And exstipulate. Now, what is exstipulate? If you see, this is a leaf. I have drawn this is a leaf. Okay, this is the one that holds the leaf blade. This is called leaf blade. This is called leaf blade. The surface, the flat surface, is what? It is a leaf blade. And inside you have the midrib. This is a midrib, the main vein, and it gives rise to the, you can say, the veins. The veins further give rise to veinlets. This is the vein, and these the small secondary veins are called as veinlets. Okay. Now this leaf, it is holded by the stalk. We call it as petiole. Generally, petiole has small bud-like leaves, green leaves. This we call it as stipules. Stipules. Stipules are axillary, meaning if this is a branch, you will see the petiole, and this is the leaf blade, and here you will observe the stipules. So, if a plant has stipules, you call it as stipulate. If a plant does not have stipules, we call it as exstipulate. So, the members of the Solanaceae, they show the leaves are simple, alternate, exstipulate, and they what have venation? Venation is reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. Okay, simple. What is simple? Simple. There are two types of leaves, simple and compound. The one which I have drawn is simple leaf. The one which I have drawn is compound leaf. This particular leaf is compound leaf. They carry because the when you make an incision, it will form leaflets. These are leaflets. Okay, this is rachis. Compound leaf has rachis and leaflets, whereas this is a simple leaf. The simple leaf has one leaf which is holded by a petiole, right? This is a petiole and this is the midrib. And you will see the distribution of the veins. The distribution of the veins not follow particular pattern. They are distributed throughout the leaf. If you observe the China rose, the hibiscus, the Asaduanthium kritivi, if you observe that plant, you will see reticulate venation. You will see that the veins, as in your palms, the how these are arranged. Similarly, the veins are also arranged like that. So that we call it as reticulate venation. Okay. These are vegetative characters. I hope until now you have understood everything. Next is what after vegetative characters we follow floral characters. Floral characters. What are floral characters? The first important thing is inflorescence. Inflorescence. Okay, what kind of inflorescence? I said the inflorescence is what on the floral axis you will find many of the flowers arranged. So you'll have peduncle. So what kind of inflorescence? Solitary. Solitary inflorescence or axillary or cymose. Cymose type of inflorescence is seen. You know what are cymose? I have explained. No, inflorescence. While explaining inflorescence, I have explained. If the main axis terminates into flower, if the main axis, the peduncle terminates into flower, and side you have young flower, the side you have young flower. The main axis, this is the main axis that has terminated into flower, whereas the lateral, these give rise to the young flowers. Such type of inflorescence we call it as cymose inflorescence, which show basipetal succession, that you have to remember. So in the members of the Solanaceae family, they have or they bear the inflorescence which is cymose. Remember that. Now next, flower. What kind of flower it is? What is the symmetry? What is the sex of the flower? I said male flower, female flower, or bisexual flower. Remember the symbols. Now flower, what kind of flower? It is a bisexual. It is a bisexual and it is actinomorphic. Actinomorphic. Bisexual represents the sexuality of a flower, whether it is a male, female, or both. The plant has both the flowers, male flower as well as female flower. This is a bisexual in nature. Actinomorphic is what? The symmetry of the flower. What is the symmetry? Actinomorphic? I said radial symmetry. Actinomorphic is radial symmetry. What is radial symmetry? Meaning what? There is a flower. This is a flower. If you cut it by any direction, it should give you two equal halves. If you cut the flower in any radial plane, it should give you two equal halves. So the members of the Solanaceae flowers are, or you can they show radial symmetry. Meaning what? If you cut a flower of Solanaceae, you will find two equal halves. If you cut it in any direction, you will get two equal halves. Such we call it as actinomorphic. Now next thing, after flower, we have to consider the four whorls. The first one is calyx. The first one is calyx. You know the members of the calyx are sepals. So you are going to write that. Sepals. How many sepals you will find in the members of the Solanaceae? You will find 5 sepals. And these 5 sepals, they are united. They are united. United sepals, we call it as gamosepalous. You can consider gamosepalous. Gamosepalous. And what kind of excavation, the arrangement, what kind of pattern they follow? Is generally valvate. Estivation. Valvate estivation. Meaning what? The sepals which are there, they show valvate estivation. Valvate means, valvate, pistil, imbricate, we have studied. What is the sepals and petals? If they the arrangement of the petals and the sepals on the floral bud, we call it as estivation. So the members of the Solanaceae family, they show valvate estivation. In valvate, we saw that the margin of the petal or sepal, the margin of the sepal or petal, what they touch each other. They just touch each other, but they never overlap. So this is valvate estivation. This is valvate estivation. Okay, so you have to remember this. So sepals are 5. There are 5 sepals. They are united, gamosepalous, and they follow valvate estivation. The arrangement of the sepal is valvate. Next, corolla. Corolla, the members of the corolla, we call it as petals. Now, how many petals? Here also you will observe 5. There are 5 petals. Are they united? Yes, they are united. And united petals we call gynopetalous. Right? And what kind of arrangement they follow? They also follow valvate. They also follow valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. Clear? Calyx, corolla. The next is androecium. The next is androecium. Androecium is a whorl. The individual member of the androecium is stamen. How many stamens you will find? Generally in members of Solanaceae you will find 5 stamens. 5 stamen. What kind of cohesion they will follow? They are also united with what? The petals. So you will call epipetalous. Epipetalous. Okay. Stamens, they are united. United, we call it as united androus we call it. United we call it as the epipetalous because the addition we say. Addition generally. They show the attachment with the petals. That's why we call it as epipetalous. Okay, synandrous epipetalous. Syn means they are fused. Synandrous epipetalous. Okay. The next important thing is gynoecium. So, what kind of gynoecium? The members of the individual member of the gynoecium, we call it as carpel. Carpels are 2, meaning it is bicarpellary. It is bicarpellary. And syncarpous, they are united. They are syncarpous. They are syncarpous, meaning they are united. The carpels show union. Then ovary superior hypogynous condition. Ovary superior, meaning what? The androecium, corolla, and calyx. Calyx, corolla, androecium, they lie or they are situated below the ovary. That is ovary superior. Syncarpous, ovary superior. And placentation. What kind of placentation? Here, the placenta is swollen. It is swollen with many ovules. With many ovules, and they follow placentation, that is axial placentation. They follow the axial placentation. They follow the axial placentation. I am going to explain once again. Gynoecium, the fourth word. The individual member of gynoecium is carpels. Generally, the members of Solanaceae will have two carpels. The name bicarpellary. Syncarpous, meaning they are united. Ovary superior, because all the floral whorls, that is calyx, corolla, and androecium, they are situated below the ovary. That is ovary superior, hypogynous condition. And placenta is swollen and it has many ovules which follow axial placentation. Now, what is axial placentation? I have explained you while explaining the placentation concept. The arrangement of the ovules within the ovary, we call it as placentation. And axial means what? You will have the ovary which is multilocular like this, and you will see the ovules arranged on the central axis. So if this is a ovary, right? If this is a ovary, you will have the what chambers, which we call it as locules, because of the septum. And this is the central axis. This is the central axis. Around the central axis, you will see many ovules arranged. Okay, this is axial placentation, which we have done in the previous class. Okay, so this is how we are going to mention all the floral characters for Solanaceae family. Now, following this, the next important thing is fruit. What kind of fruit is seen with respect to the members of Solanaceae family? You will see berry, or capsule. Berry or capsule. Okay, they are the kind of fruits. Berry or fruit is nothing but what? After fertilization, the ovary transforms or modifies or matures into ovary, right? Next, seed. Seed, generally the ovules, after fertilization, the ovules matures into seeds. So what kind of seeds? They are many seeds you will observe, because many ovules are there, and they are endospermous. Endospermous. Students, endospermous means like a seed, if it has the reserve food material, the cotyledon, what we say, the seed has cotyledon and you have the seed coat. Okay, if you see any seed, you will find the seed coat as well as the cotyledon. Since it is not there for your syllabus, the present syllabus, just for your knowledge, I am explaining. A seed will have two coats, one seed coat and the cotyledons, or embryonal axis, what we say. Now, endospermous means during the formation, during the zygote formation, or you can say the plantlet formation, what will happen? The reserve food material, if it gets completely utilized, we call it as non-endospermous. Okay, if the endosperm, which is the reserve food material, if it completely utilized, we call it as non-endospermous, because it has been utilized during the embryonal development. But if the endosperm, which is a reserve food material, if it is present, if it has not been completely utilized, then such seed we call it as endospermous. Okay, remember this. Okay, so these are the floral characters. The floral characters include inflorescence, flower, calyx, corolla, androecium, fruit, and seed. Okay, you have to remember the characters specific for Solanaceae. Even Lilyaceae you will find different characters. Okay, now once you write the floral characters, the next important thing to mention is the floral formula. The floral formula. Floral formula. What is this floral formula? Yesterday we have learned the symbols. Now easily, after seeing what we have written, the diagnostic features, all we have to mention here. Now floral, we have to only consider the floral characters. The first thing what we have mentioned, the flower. Flower is what? It is actinomorphic. So we are going to write that actinomorphic symbol is this. This is the actinomorphic symbol, right? This is the actinomorphic symbol. The next is bisexual. The flower is bisexual. This is the symbol meant for bisexual. Next, the four words you need to write. That is calyx. Okay, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Four words. Now, calyx, how many are there? Five are there. Are they fused? Yes, they are fused. Then you have to put the brackets. Corolla, how many are there? Five are there. The petals are five. Are they fused? Yes, they are united. So gamopetalous. Now, androecium, how many are there? Five are there. Are they united? Yes, they are. Now, androecium shows cohesion, addition. Addition with what? With the petals. So you need to put a R like this. Connection. Now, androecium is what? Superior ovary. You're going to draw the line. Now, how many carpels are there? Two. Are they united? Yes, they are still carpels. Put a bracket. So this is the floral formula. The next is floral diagram. Floral diagram. So what is the floral diagram? I said it is a the diagram that represents the flower. Now, since there are outermost is calyx. Calyx, how you write? Okay, five words. Five words I have done. Are they united? Yes, they are united. Right? Next, inner to that is the petals. Petals are united. Yes, they are united. So I'm going to draw five petals. Five petals have fusion. Yes, they show fusion. Fusion is shown like this. Right? Now, next is androecium, third word. Androecium, what kind is there? Five are there. So you want to stretch like this, five. Okay, inside to that what we have? We have gynoecium. Gynoecium will be at the center. So what kind of gynoecium? Two carpels are there. So two you have to draw. Two, and you have many oovules. Oovules, I'll put it in color. Many oovules. The placenta is swollen, I said. It is a swollen, so you have many oovules like this. So this, and we're going to mother axis is posterior, so you're going to put a mother axis like this. Okay, this is simple. I have drawn the calyx, the corolla, androecium, gynoecium. So simple. The placentation is exile. You have two locular. It is bilocular. Okay, and it is symcarpus, meaning fused. The carpels are fused, and ovules are born on the swollen placenta. Okay, so this is how we're going to draw the floral diagram. Okay, floral diagram. Remember this. You're going to, since they are green in color, you're going to mark them green. These are what? These are the sepals, 5 sepals which are fused. Okay, so simple. This is the floral diagram and floral column. The next important thing we are going to consider is economic importance. The members of the Solanaceae, as I said, they are generally used for food. Food, we use tomato, potato, then the brinjal. All they are members of the Solanaceae family. Food, spice that we eat, chili is also from this particular family. Then medicine is ashwagandha, which is antidepressant or anti-stress. Okay, ashwagandha. Next is belladonna. Belladonna. Similarly, for the next important thing is fumigatory, that is tobacco. Then the last but not least, ornamental, that is petunia. You have to remember each class. Okay, food, tomato, potato, brinjal, spice, chili, medicine, ashwagandha, belladonna, fumigatory, that is tobacco, then ornamental, petunia. These are the examples you should be knowing of Solanaceae family. Without wasting much time, I will explain one more family, that is Lilyaceae. Now, Lilyaceae also is one of the important plant family. Lilyaceae. Okay, it is also very important plant. It is a representative of monocots, monocot, monocotyledon, monocotyledonous plants. Whereas Solanaceae was dicot. So Lilyaceae, it is normally considered as lily family. Lily family. You know ornamental lilies. So they represent lily family. Now habitat where they are found, they are distributed worldwide. Remember, they are distributed worldwide. Worldwide. Habit, they are perennial herbs, meaning what? More than 2 years, lifetime of more than 2 years, we say perennial herbs. Okay, they are perennial herbs habit, and you will see most of them show underground, underground forms, bulb, then you will see the rhizome. Okay. Now, following this, we have to write the vegetative characters. The vegetative characters, the first one is root. The root with respect to the Lilyaceae, it is adventitious or fibrous. Now, what is adventitious? The roots that do not arise from the radical, whereas apart from the radical, whatever the roots are there, we call it as adventitious. Okay, and they are fibrous. Fibrous meaning taproot is this single root which goes deep down the earth, whereas fibrous is this. Now you will see many fibers, thread-like structures arising from the plant. Okay, so this is taproot, this is fibrous. Next, stem. What kind of stem you will see here? It is since lily there are most are herbs, and you will notice the stem modification, undergone stem modification for the storage of food, such as I already have mentioned the bulb, bulb, undergone modification. Onion is the example. Onion, garlic. Okay, and the corn is colchicum. Okay, it is a plant. Then the rhizome, we can consider the aloe vera, what we apply as a skin tonic. It is a rhizome. Okay, these are the stem, kind of stem you observe. Herb, it is you will not find aerial stem here. Most of the members of the Lilyaceae family, the stems are underground, such as bulb, you see onion and garlic. Corn, colchicum is the name of the plant. Rhizome, aloe vera. Okay. The next, leaves. What kind of leaves we observe here? Most of them are basal leaves, and linear and parallel venation. They are parallel venation. Basal, linear, parallel venation. Even you may find the reticulate venation, some of the members of this family, such as smilax. Okay, where you will see the reticulate venation. Okay. Then following is, now we have to write the floral characters. Here also the leaves, they don't have stipules, so you can write exstipulate for them. You can write exstipulate. Now, floral characters. The first one you have to consider is inflorescence. Inflorescence you observe with the Lilyaceae family is the cymose, especially the umbellate clusters. Meaning what? You will have like this. The flowers are like this, umbellate clusters. Okay, the flowers are like this. This we call it as umbellate. It is a type of the cymose type of inflorescence. Okay, and flower is the, you say actinomorphic. and it is bisexual. It is bisexual, actinomorphic. Okay, I have explained you already. Now, following that, here you should remember in lily family you will not find the calyx and corolla. Instead of that, you have perianth. You have perianth. You have perianth. The individual members of perianth we call it as tepals. We call it as tepals, which are arranged in two whorls. That is 3+3 condition. They are arranged in two whorls in 3+3 condition. Are they united? Yes, they are united. We can say gamotepalous. Okay, gamotepalous. They are united, and they form tube. No, they form tube, and the excavation is valvet. Valvet excavation you see. These tepals they form a tube. The arrangement of the tepals are valvet. Valvet excavation you know I have explained. Now next is androecium. Androecium stamens you will see 6 3+3 condition stamens arranged in two whorls, that is 3+3 condition, and here the androecium shows fusion with the tepals, so you will name it as epiphyllous, epiphyllous or epitepalous, 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 meaning androecium shows addition with the tepals, fusion with the tepals. The gynoecium, in gynoecium you will see that the gynoecium here it is having carpels which is trilocular, trilocular. Okay, trilocular means there are three locules and three carpels, tricarpellar. It is tricarpellary. Okay, it is tricarpellary, meaning three carpels are there, three locule, and it is syncarpus, syncarpus, superior ovary, superior ovary, and the placentation here also it is exile placentation, exile placentation. It is exile placentation. Okay, gynoecium. Then following gynoecium, we need to write the floral formula. Floral formula. Since I have already said the flower is bisexual, actinomorphic, then you have perianth, we write P, and they are arranged in whorls 3+3. Then you have androecium, that is also 3+3, but it is polyandrous, meaning there is no fusion. So polyandrous you need not put in them in bracket. And the next gynoecium, gynoecium you will see that the gynoecium it is tri, meaning 3 you have to write ovary is superior. Ovary is superior and it is fused. Okay, so this is how we are going to write the floral formula, the floral diagram. The floral diagram for this particular family. Okay, these are connected. Okay, and you have the stamen like this. Then you have the tricarpellary. ovules are like this. Okay, this is the Lilyaceae family floral diagram, and you have a mother axis, which I am drawing. This is the mother axis. Okay, so these are 3 plus 3 arranged in evals. You have to remember. Now, this is of the connection. So this is the ovary at the center. This is of the androecium. So for a clear diagram, you can refer the NCERT. This is how roughly I have drawn here. Okay, so the calyx, the corolla. Sorry, here you will not find the calyx and corolla. You will find the perianth. Perianth are tepals. You will see outer wall you have 3, inner wall you have 3. So 3 plus 3 condition. Androecium there are 3 plus 3 condition. Ovary is trilocular, 3 chambers you can see, and many ovules, exile placentation. Okay, this is how you are going to write the floral diagram. The next important economic importance, food. Remember the onion, garlic, even asparagus food, which is asparagus is used as a vegetable. Medicine, you remember the on medicine, you can garlic and aloe vera, which is used as skin tonic. Garlic is used as anti-diabetic against heart disease, and also it is used in treatment of rheumatoid. Okay, and ornamental are, you can consider tulip gloriosa, tulip gloriosa. Okay, these are the, you can say, ornamental plants. Then other uses, you have colchicum. Colchicum, it is a, you can say, mitotic poison, which is used for chromosome doubling. Okay, it is mitotic poison, generally used for chromosome doubling. Polyploidy, to get polyploidy. So this is it. So we have discussed all the important points of the both the Solanaceae and Liliaceae family. Floral formula I need to mention. Floral formula, you see, for this family is bisexual, actinomorphic, bisexual. Then you have perianth 3 plus 3 condition, and they are united. Whereas androecium, you have 3 plus 3 which are free, and you have gynoecium which is superior and it has 3 carpels enclosed in a bracket. This is the floral formula. Thank you.